Hey everyone, Inside the Laser Lab starts
now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Inside the Laser Lab. Every 2 weeks we're going live. We are here to teach you about lasers, have fun while we're learning, and everything else in between, yeah?
Yeah.
First I want to start off, today is a very special day, right Shelby?
It is. It's a very important holiday. It's National Tater Day.
So I think we're going to start off the show with just a little moment of silence to respect the taters, the spectators. Yeah? Let's go into that video, Tim.
All right. All right.
There we go. That was a lot faster than I thought it would be, but yeah, we put my face on a potato.
We sure did.
Pretty lifelike, I would say, body shape and
It's
all.
right over here.
He's right there. You want to grab your
I'll grab it.
potato, son?
I'm gonna bring him over here first.
There he
This
is.
little potato,
There we
tater
go.
walker.
Just to respect, all the potatoes out there.
For Instagram here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm taking this home.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What you do with it is up to you. All right. So we're going to talk about maintenance of lenses. We broke up. We were going to do maintenance. We broke up. We're going to do a maintenance video on everything, and then we figured it'd be a lot easier to digest for everybody if we just broke it down in sections. So most importantly, we're talking lenses, right?
Yes, there's been a lot of chatter in the forums lately, having issues with their lenses, not knowing what these issues might be, which kind of come down to just making sure your lenses are properly cleaned. And the whole maintenance series will go over all of that and then some.
Yeah, so we're going to watch that video, we're going to talk over it, and then we're going to go how to take a photo with
the Muse Titan.
Whoa.
Yeah, boy. And then we have the contest. So somebody's winning a lens today.
Yes.
Just saying.
Speaking of lenses, yeah.
Speaking of lenses. And then we have our spring sale, right? So we'll talk about that, and then we'll get to all the questions at the end. But I think we will jump into the lens maintenance video.
Yeah.
We'll just talk over that as it goes.
Very cool. Let's get into it.
Hey everyone, welcome to our first maintenance video. It's going to be the most important one, and that is
There's a lens.
maintenance of your lenses. And there's some dirty maker hands right there for you.
Oh yeah. So we're showing off the 3 different kinds of lenses that you'll find with our machines.
We got the Muse, the Pro,
And that's
and
the fiber lens.
the Fiber.
So we'll start off with the Muse, the CO2 Muse. That is.
Yeah, for sure. For everybody with a Muse, this is your lens. This is how easy it is to change out.
It's so nice.
And if you haven't seen your lens before, it's probably time to clean it.
Yeah. If you
Very
haven't
true.
noticed that, you can pop it out for sure. These are just simple lens wipes that you would get for glasses, sunglasses, that sort of thing, and cameras even. And you just want to clean it with that. Never use cotton. I know some people use their t-shirts and ruin lenses. You know who I'm talking about, Robert. And yeah, just even if the cotton is nice, it still does micro scratches that could ruin it.
Interesting. I was just going to ask why you can't use cotton, but I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, teeny tiny scratches, it'll fog it up a bit.
Wow.
The lens is
Now
exactly
the
the same
reason
on
it's
Muse
important to keep your lens clean
So sneak that
is
in.
because debris will deposit on top of your lens, and then the laser hits it,
Right, so we have the
destroying
lenses.
the
Those
lens.
are, you said that's
Lenses
the same kind
are
of lenses
considered
you're gonna use on
consumable,
hobby lasers, right?
and
yours
they
is the
are
same ones
quite
you're using on
expensive
Titan.
to replace. So maintenance is
across
key. But if you want
We're
to
kinda talking
possibly
over
win a free lens,
Walker here,
enter our contest,
this
hashtag
video
made with FSL. You post it on
upload it
Facebook,
by
and you
itself
could win
later.
a free lens of your choice. 1.5, 2.0,
YouTube.
or 5.0, or a replacement for your
Videos in there, Corey.
default lens.
Now on to the Pro.
Now the pros. The pros, I would say, is the most difficult.
It's the most
process.
involved process for sure.
Yeah, the laser head needs to come apart. We're going to use screwdrivers to sort of remove or just loosen these plastic set screws, really. And then we have our thumb screw, and
You got to remove the arrows as well.
So on the Pro machine, accessing our our lens is a little bit more complicated than on the Muse, right?
Yeah, just a little bit more. We're going to unscrew that air hose. After we loosen that bracket, now we can loosen the thumb screws. That is the telescopic laser head, and you can always tighten that in a different location to lower your Z height. People don't know that. But now we have the main piece. We're going to remove the cone and reveal the lens.
It's hiding. There we go.
There you go. And now there's a special tool to remove the Pro lens. It's inside your toolbox. It comes in this little bag, and I don't think a lot of people know what it is initially,
Yeah,
right, Tim?
it's just like a little flat piece of metal,
Yeah.
but it's actually like a little kind of like flathead screwdriver kind of thing.
Interesting.
So you'll see two little slots inside the thing there.
It's, yeah, the little collar right there. It's just got threads on it. And you can start it off that way. I like to hold it vertically and then just spin the laser, the tube itself.
Very
I just
efficient.
find it a lot easier than actually sort of using the tool itself. And I get to a certain point and then I use my dirty maker hands and sort of continue it with your finger.
Gloves do not go amiss in this process.
No.
Mario Coronado wants to know how often you should clean your lens.
I would clean your lens, especially with the open Muse setup, like every time I use the machine, really. You'll see and look at it, you can inspect it. It's really based on use. And at this point, with the Pro, we're just gonna use gloves because we don't wanna actually touch that lens because our hands are dirty. Even if you wash them, they still have oils on them that you just don't want on the lens. That lens wipe has a solution that removes all oils.
Yep.
We don't wanna,
And then
ruin that
evaporates
rub.
pretty quick too.
Yeah. And important to install this thing with the convex side facing down when you're installing, which is facing up when it's actually installed on the machine. Did I lose you there?
No, I gotcha.
All
Picking
right.
up what you're putting down.
All right, all right.
So right here, the convex side is facing down.
Yes, convex is facing down.
So when you put it on, it is then facing up.
Yeah, like a little umbrella.
Yeah.
Gotcha. If you say you are rastering more frequently than doing vector lines, would that matter or affect rather how frequently you need to be cleaning your lens? Does that have anything to do with anything?
I want to say yes, because a lot of times you're vaporizing materials and vectors. It's got to be really close, but some of the vaporized material goes underneath, right? And with engravings, it's all on top.
Sure.
So I think probably doing a reverse raster sort of helps because it does sort of pull things away, but that's mostly for the engraving.
Yeah, and that's easy to do in your settings. You just go in there and flip the little switch to throw it in reverse, right?
So it's a lot more involved than the fiber laser. Fiber laser is extremely easy.
I didn't realize, I've looked at it and I see that the lens on the fiber is as big as it is. I guess we'll see it in a second, but I didn't realize how big it is until you have it actually in your hand and it's detached.
Definitely in comparison, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing is like the lens. It's not just like a glass housing. And here we
There
go.
you go.
That's the Muse Galvo. And then that is the Muse Pandora.
Both of which are on sale right now, but we'll talk about that when we get to spring promotions. If you want to get a hold of one of these guys.
This is how you can get to your lens with the Muse Pandora. Since it is an enclosed system, you'll want to bring that down. Muse Galvo is a little bit easier because it's just out in the open.
Got our lens wipe. Open that bad boy up and just clean. Keep it clean. I also suggest if you're using a fiber laser to keep the lens cap on when you're not in use.
But make sure you keep it off when you are using it.
Yes.
Yes, never fire it when it's on.
That's
So we
it.
cover the Pro Series and the Muse and the Pandora when it comes to lenses. I hope we answered all your questions. If not, put it in the comment section below. We'll get to you. And subscribe and like that video if you want more information like this. And until next time, keep making. Keep making.
Keep making. All right.
Sorry, I'm getting into the music. All right.
Well, I hope that informed people, and it could inform somebody also on like when it comes to maintenance, if they're on the fence between a Pro and a Titan. I think the ease of use when it comes to the lens and cleaning and swapping is one of the huge selling points between the two.
Definitely.
Yeah, just maintenance in general is a lot easier. I think size-wise, just everything. The usability of the camera that we're going to show in a second is, you know, I guess that's a good segue to that video, yeah?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Perfect segue. So this one we're not going to talk over. Well, I'm going to talk over, but
Yeah, not now.
Not
Not
now.
live.
so here we go. Hey there everybody, it's Tim from Full Spectrum Laser. Today, we're going to show you how to do a camera capture with the Muse Titan. You may be wondering, how different can it be? It's just a big Muse, right? Well, the Muse 3D and Muse Core already stitched together 9 photos to give you a camera capture. And with the Muse Titan's increased bed size, we didn't just want to add more pictures for it to stitch together. Instead, we came up with a slightly different and much shorter process. We affixed the camera to the lid, so when the lid is opened, it can see the entire bed. Now we only need one photo. So first, we'll put in our material. Then, while leaving the lid open, we'll press our camera capture button. The gantry will then move out of the way, and you'll see this pop up in RE3. Once the laser head goes back to where you had it, you're good to go. You can also do this from the software. Just make sure your lid is open before you press the camera capture button. Now we can see a picture of our workspace, making placing cuts on used material super easy. So there you have it. That's how you do a camera capture on your Muse Titan. For more information on the Muse Titan and our other laser products, give us a call, shoot us an email, or contact our sales department. And until next time, keep making. And we're back.
So you will notice that the camera is mounted on the lid, which is a huge benefit when it comes to not only speed of taking the photo, but also the accuracy. You know that if you calibrate your laser, the camera on the Muse, it takes the 9 images. It's fairly decent. It's a good patch if it's calibrated properly, but the Titan will be, and is, after me testing it, extremely accurate. It is very, very accurate, and that is the benefit of that camera position. So.
Cool. I think everybody by now should at least be familiar with our very soon to own Titans, right?
Yeah,
And
I mean, we have some pre-orders. I think a lot of people got excited, and I mean,
they should be excited. They're pretty cool, right? Let's
Yeah.
get all the desktop ease of the Muse, but you've got the big old size of the Pro. And then also this
Yeah.
awesome camera feature Walker's been testing out.
it's just, I mean,
Pretty
it's
cool
really
guy.
the best of both worlds. Everything that you want in a laser in a Pro system is the Titan. And I'm not just saying that, it's really an awesome machine. And I've been testing it for like 3 weeks straight now. I mean, we hit some hurdles, we jumped some hurdles, we beat the hurdles.
Excellent.
Down
We
with the
beat 'em.
hurdles.
And yeah, that guy's ready very, very soon.
Yeah, we're on the home stretch.
Yeah, it is very, very home stretch. We're almost there.
Sweet.
What?
Sweet.
Sweet. Should we say some questions right now or save them towards the end?
Well, I have one to do with lenses, so
Okay,
we can
perfect.
stay on topic at least. Debbie McClellan wants to know, is there a specific type of lens wipe that you recommend, or will anyone work?
Really, any lens wipe works. We use Zeiss. We use the optical lenses that were in that lens wipes that were in that video. But really, any works. Even a microfiber cloth with sort of the spray solution works. I like not using that. Like, don't suggest that because sometimes people throw those to the side, they get dirty, and then they use them to clean. So I always suggest the sort of non-reusable ones,
Right.
the disposable ones, just for that. Because I have thrown a microfiber cloth, and then it just collects dust, and then you scratch things. So that's what I suggest.
I have two more.
Mm-hmm.
One from Barry Collier. Where was that lens chart of focal lengths from? That was from a blog, and I can find that graphic and upload it, make it a little more.
Yes, if you go to our website or just Google FS Laser lenses on the Google page, it will show up and we'll have that diagram for you. It's also in the manual as well, right?
I believe it is also.
We updated the manual recently, and it is in there. So.
Yep.
I'll get that posted on social media and stuff for everybody too, because it is a really good diagram. It's a good
we'll just
breakdown of
post that
everything.
I mean, the whole blog shows you why you want a 5-inch lens, why you want a, this lens and that lens. So the blog is really helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll post the whole blog for you. And then Christina Myers wants to know, so does the Pro lens require cleaning less often because it's in the cone?
I would say yes, but it still gets dirty. I clean mine probably once a week, and I use mine every day for a couple of hours. So I will say you do need to clean it less.
Yeah. I do see everybody else's questions. We're going to grab those at the Q&A at the end. I just kind of wanted to get the lens questions out of the way while we were still talking about lenses. So.
Awesome.
So we have a spring sale.
We do. Not to be confused with the last spring sale. This is a brand new spring promotion. It's a spring break for your wallet.
Has sprung at full spectrum.
Sorry, everybody.
There you go. That one. This is the new spring sale. So our Pandora and our Open Galvo 20 watts are on sale. Info right down there. You can call, you can email, you can message us through our website to get a hold of our sales folks and get all of the details and deals and all that other good stuff on these guys right here.
They're like very on sale.
They are very on sale.
That's like almost buy one get one free.
Ooh, good point.
Like it's like $100, $200 off. Very close.
Yeah, that's more than that.
$1,000 off? I don't know. But
Hey,
close.
it's a pretty good deal. I personally really like the fiber guys, so I think that's a pretty sweet option.
I like the open one. Pandora's good. That's crazy. That's a good deal. I didn't even know.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
And knowing's half the battle.
The more you know. All right. So I think we will get to the Q&A now, yeah?
We have another thing
Oh,
to do.
my
yes.
goodness.
It's that day. It is that time of the month.
Oh, goodness.
Amateurs.
Hashtag time.
Hashtag made with FSL. So all of you guys who have been tagging us on Instagram, Facebook, showing us all of your super cool projects, we picked some of our favorites here in the office, and then we shared all of our favorites around the office and had our coworkers pick who they thought the winner was this month. So that's how we decided. We left it open to everybody that works with us.
Yeah,
Yep.
so there's a little,
So if you don't like the outcome, blame them.
yes. Before it was kind of like, we chose it, it's cool, right? But now everybody's involved. I really enjoy that.
I did. It was a fun process.
Hearing everybody's opinion on it. And yeah, I think we'll go through them and then pick at the end, yeah? Tell everybody who won.
Yep. So here we go. Number one at Ashero.
So this is cool. I saw this one on Instagram. They're a bunch of little wood cranes, and then they strung them from the ceiling, and it looks kind of cool. It's like a river of cranes, I guess.
Yeah, I love this one. I will be honest. This was my pick. Just saying. Just saying Ashero. Sounds like a anime protagonist name. But you are my winner. But we'll see at the end who everyone chose.
Yeah, I thought these were really cool, just because it's like it's the same thing but replicated, and everything's spaced out. And it's just really cool the way it all appears in real life.
Yeah, I love it.
All put
What's the
together.
next one?
All right. Number two.
Are we in the Bubs? Can we get a Bubs?
Yeah, probably.
Let's get a Bubs going on.
All right. Well,
So
talk about that.
Blueprint Woodworks.
This one's really cool. So this is a couple different layers of engravings and vectors, and it's backlit, and it's just kind of a pretty mountainscape.
Yeah, I love what they did with the lights behind the mountains. It's really clever. I've actually been thinking about that, like how to incorporate LEDs with layers other than paper, because I love doing it with paper. But
And we did it with the acrylic behind us, right?
yeah, acrylic and paper seems to be it, but whoa, there we go.
There you go.
No, but I really love this.
Makes
So
it
thank
kind of
you.
look like a sunset or a sunrise, something in between those.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the mountain that I climbed in Alaska. It was like deadly, really
Spooky.
unsafe, but beautiful. All
All
right,
right.
next. All right,
I have to add it for everyone.
Dom's Custom Kingdom.
So this is kind of cute. I'm not sure how they got the paint job and stuff on there, but it's like it looks like our good old classic Mario
Mario.
gang.
The Mario twins. They look so much like the
Super
same
Mario
person.
twins.
This, I love this. I think they're doing sublimation printing on top of acrylic and then cutting it. That's what I think. And if you are, Dom, just let us know in the comments.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd love to know how you did that. They turned out
Also-
really nice. The colors look really cool.
Yeah.
They're super
Also,
cute.
if
Very
that's
clean.
the case, that is not the only sublimation printing project we had submitted this
Oh, really?
Yeah.
month. Yeah.
Yeah, the coins look awesome. They look 3D for sure. I love that.
Super
I
cute.
want that in my house. Next. Jet Rude.
It's Pikachu.
It's Pikachu. I saw him on our Facebook forum,
Yes.
and Jarrett made this file because everybody asks when you post things on Facebook, what about that file though? And so I believe he uploaded it so he didn't have to hear that, and you guys can actually make that project.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't already involved in our forums on Facebook, let us know. Make sure we get you in there. You can check them out. You can get this file. You can make it along with Jarrett. Super cute little Pikachu guy.
So if you know someone named Chris,
Yeah. It's only for Chris.
it's only you can only make it if you know Chris.
That's a weird name for a Pikachu.
It is.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Chris, attack that Bulbasaur.
Chris.
Thundershock.
Next.
All right, next.
All right, Kurt.
So this is another sublimation one. Tim actually found this one on our Facebook.
Yeah, I've seen that everywhere. For some reason, it keeps popping up, and I'm guessing it because everybody's commenting it on Facebook. Yeah.
Probably.
Very clean. I love the text sort of merged with the background, just very clean and simple. And really, I know they use like thumbtacks to hold it or what, but I bet if they actually put spacers and hung it up, it'd look amazing. Even,
Yes.
I mean, you could even cut acrylic, the same clear acrylic on top of that to give it a super
Ooh.
high gloss, top.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Cool.
Just,
For sure.
Yeah, so I personally have no idea how the sublimation stuff works, but I think it looks really cool because the quality is really clear. It's really clean. It's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
They just print on stuff. It's like
Yeah, but
printing
like-
on stuff instead of paper.
Yeah,
right?
but like I've printed on paper before and it doesn't look that good.
I don't think I've ever not printed on stuff, to be honest.
It's just printed on stuff.
I don't know, sublimation is just such a fancy word. I've never been like, I need to
Yeah.
go sublimate the papers.
I mean, technically, that's what our lasers do.
Yeah.
Oh, all right,
They
fair enough.
sublimate.
The more you know.
The
more you know.
dude.
And the winner is
Dun, 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 dun.
Jarrett Rude.
Jet Room. Yay!
Pikachu! So yeah, our staff picked this one. We shared all of our selections with everybody. Pikachu was definitely a team favorite. We probably have a few nerds on the team, but that's okay. Pikachu's a little cutie. Congratulations, Jarrett.
How could you not win with Pikachu? I'm just saying. He was a ringer.
Yep.
Especially when you plug him in.
We don't need to talk about that.
So just make sure you keep using our hashtag #MadeWithFSL so you can get entered in next month. Winners, what are they getting?
They get a free lens of their choice. I would get the 2.5, 2.0, just in case it gets messed up, But if you clean your lens, then you don't have to worry about that. But they also get $250 off their next purchase.
Ooh.
Ooh, ah. So in 2 weeks, we will be doing the same contest. Wait, not 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Same
1 month.
contest, 1 month, same contest. You could win the same thing.
Yep, you can post on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you use those hashtags. We're seeing your work. We like it.
We like it. I love seeing what people make.
Yeah.
And congratulations, Jared. Thank you for sharing that file for other people. I think that's really cool to get the community involved because you know they're asking for those files.
Yep.
You know.
Fred Jones says, I don't remember everybody getting to vote. Well,
Oh,
maybe check your messages.
Fred Jones was in that chat, right?
Fred Jones is in that
Fred
chat.
Jones is absolutely in that chat, so I don't know what to tell you,
100%.
man.
Sorry, Fred. He was too busy helping people. That's why he
That's
was
That's
probably
probably
true.
what happened. That's
He's-
on
probably what
Facebook.
Yeah, he's been answering a lot of questions this week.
Yeah, there's been a lot of questions.
Speaking of questions,
Oh, wow. It's time
quite
for
the segue.
questions. There. All right, Q&A time. I just want to say hello to John and Jeanette. Thank you for watching. As always, all our other sort of, you know, what are they, like regulars?
yeah, regulars,
Top
Like my mom.
fans?
Hi, Mom.
super
Top
fans.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Now let's get to the questions. I hear we have a lot of questions on YouTube Live. We also
do,
have
yeah.
some on Facebook Live. And do we have any on Instagram? No, none on Instagram.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Sounds good.
Let's get going.
All right, let's see here.
So we're going on YouTube first, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Knock 'em out.
TXJet asks, hi, new viewer with a question. We hooked up a quieter air compressor to our PS20. What pressure is recommended for vector cutting and for raster engraving?
I believe it's between 15 and 20 psi. It's really not much. You don't want too much air. It sort of blows things around and ruins projects. So very little. I believe it's 15 psi. I know BJ watches. He's in sales. He, if I'm wrong, will correct me in the comments. But
Yeah.
I believe it's 15.
Awesome. Welcome to our chats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
you
for watching.
joining us. Yeah.
The Two Alphas Talk asks, when is the Muse laser going to ship? I assume they're talking about the Muse Titan.
Muse Titan. That is a hot topic, and I know some people have said in the past that it's shipping very soon. It is shipping very soon. There's no specific date. I know that we have 2 that are completely ready to go. That we just need to figure out packaging details. So that's really it. We want it to get to you guys safely, and that's the most important thing. We don't want to sort of rush the packaging and have it show up all damaged because FedEx likes to kick things into people's, yards.
Yep.
They like to shot put packages.
Yeah,
Apparently.
just
Once we officially have that packaging ironed out and we are shipping these out every day, we will let you know. Sure, we'll have lots of good posts to let you guys know that you can
As soon as
grab
they
them.
start going out, we'll definitely let everybody know.
Yep.
yes, we're uploading the manual for the Muse Titan very soon. If not tomorrow.
Yep.
I
I think that's also just waiting on a packaging.
Yeah, which we can
concern.
always edit that later down
Right.
the road. So if you want to get a jump start on learning the Muse Titan, that's a good thing. So yeah, next question.
Let's see here. Krista Myers asks, do you have a showroom? Can I make an appointment and come see them?
Crystal, yes, we have a showroom. We're in the middle of updating it, but we do have all the machines there, and we will give you demos, answer all your questions. You can hang out with us. Yeah,
Meet
So-
the big brain himself.
anytime you want to come by.
Why'd you point to Walker?
The big brain. So anytime, really, it's awesome to get to meet everyone and step away from our computers at the same time.
Yes.
So if they wanted to come in, what's the best way for them to make that appointment?
So you can either contact sales or you can make an appointment through Facebook as well.
Just send us a DM.
Yeah.
Yep.
Easy peasy. All right. Had some questions here on the Facebook land.
Let's see here. I gotta scroll up a little bit.
There's one question. When are we getting the video in how to raster and vector cut with the Muse 3D riser? Oh, like a pass-through. That is one that we keep on pushing off. Yeah, I mean, we could do it. Let's just knock that one out. I know I said that a million times, but we need to. We actually finally caught up on 3D orders, so we probably have one to play with. So
Yeah.
I know for a while there we were just making them and shipping them instantly, all out the door, because it was just crazy. But we finally caught up, and now we have one to play with. So let's do it.
Soon. I'll get that to you soon.
Mike Sims wants to know, lately when I'm rastering from a .png, the outline is not clean, so the edges are wavy. Cut's fine if I bring it in as an SVG and rasterize. Any ideas as to why?
So I'm assuming it's the file format from your original design. Our software likes PDFs, and we like PDFs. And why? Because PDF holds true values. It holds scale properly, like SVG. SVG you can upload all day, but the units on an SVG aren't always converted properly, so that's why you have SVG scaling issues sometimes, depending on where the SVG is coming from. So let's say you save something at 10 inches. When you import it into RE3, it doesn't know what 10 is. It just reads the 10 because that's all SVG information gives you. So RE3 sort of guesses what that 10 is. And we could probably optimize that, but
Just haven't yet.
So when it comes to PNGs, I would convert to PDF, or you can print to PDF from your software, print to PDF, and then drag and drop that in. I'm assuming that issue will be fixed. I'd have to see the file though. If you want to email it to me at walker@fslaser.com, I can take a look at it.
Yep. I usually default to PDFs as well. A lot of the stuff that I make is probably, like, it wants to be a PNG, but just always to be safe, I always PDF that guy before I drop him anywhere.
It is doing the same thing with the raster side of the PDF. Let me take a look at it. Sometimes I know people, the way the sort of software renders engravings sort of throws people off sometimes. So just send it to me and I'll take a look at it for you.
Okay. He's saying it's doing the same thing with the raster side of
Yep.
PDFs as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. We got him.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Please email me.
All right, we got some other questions on here, it looks like. Is there a way to disable the exhaust fan on the Muse if we have a great inline fan, especially since our inline fan is a lot less noisy?
It depends on what unit you have. Some units plugged into the cool box, we've had separate iterations. So I would really need to know what iteration of the exhaust fan you have. But it's easy to disable. We just have to show you what to do in support. If you want a real quick answer, just email support@fslaser.com.
Yep.
And they'll get back to you real quick.
Yep.
How do
Alrighty.
you know if the beam is clipping in the nozzle?
So typically, if your beam is clipping, your power results on output, let's say you typically cut birch at 100. Now it's not cutting at 100 speed anymore at 100 power. So there's a significant drop and it's not cutting through. So let's say you adjust your power settings, still not coming through, then most likely nose cone. Also, sometimes if it's clipping your nose cone really bad, you'll get a very almost out of focus double line sort of thing going on. Also, it won't, the nose cone after a job will be hot. So if you touch it real quick, it will be hot to the touch because that laser is going through, hitting the nose, well, the cone, and then just sort of transferring that heat to the nose cone. So that's a really good way after a job to check it. I know a lot of times I don't even notice my machine's out of focus, but then I'm like, okay, well, that didn't cut super amazingly, and I touch the nose cone and it's hot. So there are a couple of ways.
Yeah. And yeah, BJ pretty much hit all of those points as well.
Awesome. Thanks, BJ.
His reply. That's it for Facebook. Anything on Instagram?
Nothing on Instagram? Man, Instagram, you're really
Sleeping on us today.
Yeah.
Looks like our friend who had the question about the fan has a Muse 3D with the cool box.
Again, still depends on which one. There's multiple iterations in that same setup, but if you have the cord that goes from the signal port that goes to the exhaust fan, you can unscrew that guy. Hopefully you do.
Yeah. The so like a 2019 Muse 3D and a 2020 Muse 3D will probably have some slight differences,
Yes.
just because we're always iterating and.
Yeah, we're always updating things, trying to make it as good as possible, as user-friendly as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why, I can't talk about that. Yeah.
Well,
Almost.
Almost.
For any of those things, if you're not sure, always make sure you take pictures first. You can email those pictures to support. You can attach them if you put a support ticket in on the website, or you can even just call them and talk to them about your issue, and they can probably help walk you through any of those steps as far as figuring out the right this and that's for whatever version you have.
Yes.
Yep.
Photos, videos, super help support because they're dealing with not only iterations of machines, but a ton of different machines. A lot of people say, hey, support, I have an issue with my Muse. And then it takes support a long time because they got to ask, what Muse? Oh, what name was it purchased under? So as quick as possible, give support as much information as possible because you don't want to drag out the process because they're talking to tons of people.
Yep.
Yep.
We want to make sure we get all your questions answered.
For sure. Especially now that we have, 5 different Muse machines?
Yes. There's an umbrella
Yep.
of Muses.
We have the Core, the 3D, the Muse, the Pandora, the Galvo, and the Titan now.
Now you need to make a song with them all in it.
No.
Since you mentioned support, I just want to personally mention that they are awesome.
Who said that? I can't see with the purple font.
That was Brian Sandoval.
Brian
Oh.
Sandoval, thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah. Always, if those guys are doing awesome, I know that they deal with a lot of people who are frustrated. Sometimes you're frustrated, your machine's not
Understandable.
working. That makes sense. Those guys are awesome. They're the front line. I used to be in support. I know exactly what it's like. Give them a shout out on Facebook. I promise you it'll make them feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise. If you write us a Google review saying how awesome they were, just like if we get a good review and then Chris or Justin from support sees that they, got mentioned, I think it just helps their day a little bit.
For sure.
Cool.
It can be a thankless job sometimes.
Yes, very much so. Every job in the world, but legit support.
Support, for sure.
Make those guys feel good. Yeah? Let's do it.
Looks like we got another question.
Yep. Craig Stabler asks, can you give more information on the Titan laser? What does it come with? How long does the tube last? Will it cut fabric?
Great question.
Yes, it will cut fabric. It'll cut everything the CO2 laser does. If you don't know what a CO2 laser cuts, then we do have many videos and information on our website on what they cut.
And on YouTube.
And the YouTube.
And the
yes.
YouTubes, yeah. How long do they last? So there's a certain ratage on the tube. I would contact your salesman because the Titan comes with a 75 watt option, a 90 watt option, and a 100 watt option. I will say I have a Pro machine with a 90 watt. I've had it for 5 years now, and I have never changed the tube.
Nice. That's
So-
pretty good.
90 watts are very, very solid tubes, especially if you maintain your machine and keep everything nice and cool, the water, all that.
So you would
yeah.
have to check with your salesperson to double check what tube you have coming with your Titan to
Yeah,
know
what you're
about how long
interested
you're
in.
going to be working with.
Yeah, they're all rated a bit differently, and they all aren't consistent. All tubes are glass and they're hand blown. There's sort of imperfections in every one, so they're not all going to last the same. It's sort of like old school light bulbs. Some of them you screw in and they just pop instantly, and if that ever happens, then you're covered under warranty for that. But they are considered consumable, so that warranty does have a limit, right? It's like your tires. If you buy tires on your car, over time, they're gonna need to be replaced. You're not gonna replace them that often, but you will have to down the road, literally. And yeah, sometimes you hit a nail and they blow up. Just happens.
Or you drive off the road a little bit and pop 2 of them.
Yeah, it hit
Whoops.
a curve.
I've
So
got
yeah, I hope that answered the question.
I've got some more.
Ooh, Open Galvo versus Muse Pandora. Which one would you choose?
Great question.
I think it depends. Now that the price is very close to the same, I think
Get both.
we get both. Oh yeah, that's our job. Get both.
Get both.
I personally, there's benefits to both, right? Like the open source is awesome because I always say if you want to like do a bumper of a car, you can just put it under there and go. But you can do the same thing with the Pandora. I just suggest you get the table with it.
Right.
Yeah, the Pandora is super cool because it's both. It's an enclosed system, but like our other Muse lasers, you can take the floor off, and then you have an open system basically.
Yeah.
And if you're using it on like a tabletop, it has, when it's completely enclosed, it has kind of that safety feature that it's all enclosed like that, right? But you take the floor out, and then it's very similar to what you do with the Galvo. It just gives you a little bit more mobility about what you can do stuff with because it's got the head up here.
Yeah.
This is my Galvo hand.
I mean, realistically, if they were the same price, since they're so close now, I would probably get the Pandora because it is closed and open. Let's say you have kids and stuff. It's pretty safe to have the Pandora. It's really safe. Nobody needs to wear glasses. And it's got the awesome door that's sort of like Star Wars closed. Doof. It's just got...
That's my favorite part for sure.
Yeah. The door closes like letting you know the job's about to start. And then I guess it is a bummer because you can't see it as well. Like all the...
Right.
But
without glasses, you don't want to see it.
yeah, you
Right.
don't, and you
That's
won't.
bad.
You won't see it ever again.
Right.
If you don't.
You
wear
won't
glasses.
see anything ever
Now,
again.
we have a lot of videos, though, on our YouTube of the Pandora, of the Open Fiber Galvo, so you can check those out and see some projects that we've done on them. Everything from engraving laptops to tile, all sorts of cool things.
Yeah.
So.
Got lots on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Someone asked, do we sell a laser meter, a laser
Tube.
powered
Yeah.
tube meter? We don't, but I know they're on Amazon. They're pretty pricey, but I would say if you're really diving into the laser world, it's a good thing to have.
Yep.
All right.
On YouTube, I've got a couple here. Jacob Doherty asks, any chance of getting variable power raster engraving in the future?
Yes, there's lots of stuff happening when it comes to engraving and sort of raster, the raster side and engraving side of the software. I'm working really closely with the software engineers now to sort of get a user's idea of what's more useful, what we should prioritize when updating the software.
Nice.
Right?
Let's see.
Come on, YouTubes. Don't fail me now.
Don't fail me now.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Daniel Cook. Daniel Cook asks, I recently purchased a Pandora 20 watt from Brittany. Amazing customer service, by the way. So good
Nice.
job, Brittany.
Good job, Brittany.
I've recently hooked up my friction rotary, and some of the images I try to engrave on tumblers look like Morse code.
Morse code. It sounds like either there's a stepping issue, which I'm assuming everybody else uses that rotary. I think it is a plug problem. I've seen this with other customers where they think it's seated properly, and it's not. This was over the weekend. I was talking to somebody, and they said, I swear it's plugged in. It's not functioning properly. The thing just doesn't work. And then they reseated the connection a couple of times, and everything was great. So just make sure that connection's there. Even if you have to undo it and do it again, just reseat those connections, not only on the machine side, but also the rotary side.
Good point.
That's what I believe is happening. Could be wrong, but
Right.
that's what I think.
Let's see. Jason Lowler wants to know, suggests you need a video on how to use live focus and how to use it in RE3.
So to use live focus, as of now, you need a special update. So if you want live focus, contact support and we can push that update to you. Live focus works really great since the camera is set on this side to sort of adjust this way. Going the other way, it's a little slow. So we're trying to optimize that and figure that situation out. But we can make a video on it.
All
Yeah.
right.
And then Krista Myers again, how much do laser tube replacements run?
Laser tube replacement, I believe the cheapest tube is around 300 and the 45 watt is 500 and then 90 watt goes up from there. I believe it's 1500, something like that. I could be wrong, but it gets pretty high. I know like the 150s like around 6. What's up? What are you laughing over there?
Your brother.
What do you say?
Have you ever had a dream that you had you would you could you do you would that you know that?
My goodness. Good
I
to
just
see
saw
him
it and
on.
started laughing.
Good to see him on. That's the only time I get to talk to him while he's watching here. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. How long on average do the filters last for the FSL 300 fume extractor?
We have the same question on YouTube, so they
Oh.
might be cross viewing.
Okay. They really
Good
want to know.
They really want to know, yeah.
That's sort of a difficult question to ask. It's how long your shoe's gonna last. It's really dependent on use and maintenance, and if you have the pre-filter. If you order the extractor, the pre-filter, I believe, should come with it. If not, an accessory to add on. The pre-filter, if you're cutting wood, is a must.
Yeah.
All that pyroligneous acid, all that brown nasty stuff when you cut wood.
Good word.
What?
Good word.
Good word. Yeah.
Pyroligneous.
It's my favorite. Yeah, it's just that brown nasty tar stuff. If you're cutting a lot of wood, that stuff is going straight into that top filter and clogging it up within a couple of jobs. Really fast. That inline pre-filter will save you a ton on filters. So if you don't have that, if you don't have it hooked up, do so.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We have any other questions anywhere?
No Instagram? Instagram.
No more on
They're
YouTube.
sleeping.
They're too busy taking selfies is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tater Day.
It is Tater Day.
It's Tater Day. All the taters on Instagram taking photos. Look at that. Just it looks just like me.
Uncanny, honestly.
Shape and all.
The arms are a little thin, but you know. Just
Well.
saying. He needs to hit the gym. He's a potato. Makes sense. All right, no more questions.
No.
That's
I
it?
think we're good.
All
yeah.
right.
All right. Well, if you guys want to know more as you learn your laser cut journey, you can subscribe, like the video, get notifications, and yeah.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Get in those forums.
And
all of the things.
like, just talk to us. If you guys want something, like somebody said, we need that pass-through video now, then we'll do it. We will do it, except for that video. We'll put it off for a while and then do it.
Oh, we have questions now.
Oh, question on Instagram now?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I've had my Pandora for about 2.5 months and just got my friction rotary. Some images I've tried to engrave on powder.
We got that one already.
Yeah, we got
Oh.
that question already.
Yeah, we got him on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Well, he also says,
We're doubling up.
can you also vector with Pandora, friction, and rotary, or just raster?
No, you can do rotary vector. I've done it on CO2. Oh, I'll be testing the rotary on the fiber anyway, so no,
All right.
we'll know. We'll know soon. Any more questions that instantly came in last second?
One right
yes.
there.
Any
yes,
idea what
actually.
could be causing an overlap in the exit and entry point when cutting? An overlap. So I'm assuming a circle or something's sort of not coming to a clean close, it's coming to a sort of overlapping close.
That's how I'm kind of
Yeah.
reading it. Yeah.
If it's not the file, which I will say a lot of times, surprisingly it is, especially with CAD files, then
yeah, when you zoom way in, you can see sometimes. if there's some
sometimes
overlap.
zoom really in, and but I will say it could be the gantry is off square, possibly. That is just off the top of my head. I really can't think of anything else besides the gantry being off square. If that is the case,
Loose belt, I think, could also.
loose belt could do it. Yeah.
But I think it'd be a lot more noticeable if it was
Yeah,
loose belt.
it could. I'm assuming it is a off gantry. That's it. That's what I think. If that is the case, contact support. It's a real quick fix. You just loosen the coupler, bring your gantry forward, tighten that coupler, everything's good. So let support know, support@fslaser.com, in the email, what's going on, include those pictures,
Yep.
and they will tell you how to do so.
And if you don't remember what the email is, you go to fslaser.com, hit the support button, and it'll take you right to their page with all the info.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Craig Stabler's got one more. What are the inches per minute travel speed on the Titan? Do you know off the top of your head?
Inch speed on the Titan.
Mm-hmm. Inches per minute?
I'll put
I imagine the max, like the max speed.
max speed is still in the works. We're still trying to optimize the speed on that to see how fast we go and can go. There will be turbo mode in the future like we have on the Muses right now and the Pros. We're just sort of trying to dial it in what works best with almost every file we use.
Because it's a new set of motors, isn't it?
Yeah, we got new motors on it. There's a new gantry system, so we're trying to push that. And that number is not so solid right now, but it will be soon.
Sweet.
And we will let you know as soon as it is.
All right.
All righty, we good?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. All right,
Until
cool.
next time.
Until next time. Already. All right. So until next time.
Keep potatoing.
Potatoing.
Tater's gonna potate.
No.